Drivers, start your engines!
Welcome everybody to race 2 of the round of 12 here in the Speedway Game Calls Cup Series Championship. My name is Rick Little, and Rick Rose will be joining me here pretty soon. He's be a little late here tonight, but for the running on the lower in order 250. But for right now, let's send it down track side for the national anthem. That was a beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and get down to business. Talladega Super Speedway. This is race here tonight. You're going to want to make sure you win this race here tonight. Andrew Bird, he won last weekend at Charlotte. Dominant performance. So if he completes one lap here tonight, he will be locked in to the round of 8. Let's go and take a look at our playoff grid so far after one race in Charlotte last week. Andrew Bird sitting on top of the point standings. Calvin Allison second. Sam Warren third. Kyle Bramson fourth. John Hinchcliffe sitting fifth in this playoff stand so far. He's on the pole tonight. Chris James, Matt McLean seventh. Josh Sturgill eighth. And the bottom 4, Aaron Taylor, Sam Niederhelm, Chuck Phillips, and Andrew Jones are in the bottom 4. They really want to make sure that they have a good performance here tonight. They want to make sure, stay out of trouble. But with Talladega, you're not gonna guarantee stay out of trouble. So if you get caught up in the big one, you're not gonna. You gotta make sure you stay out of trouble pretty much. No mistakes on pit road if you do get the green light for this obstacle tonight. 94 laps here tonight, 250 miles, long race, room for error, and gotta make sure you don't make mistakes. But drivers are starting to finish up practice here. Kyle Frampton on top of the leaderboard in the practice. Derek Pemberton second, John Hinchcliffe third, Zachary Aaron Taylor, Kevin Strandberg, and Sam Warren. It's I think it's for all these playoff guys, they got to make sure that they don't really take unnecessary. He can play one lap and be. It's not gonna be the case here tonight, but another thing I'm gonna talk about tonight is pit strategy. We get to green flag pit stops. Are they going to take 2 tires, 4 tires, or fuel only? That's something that you're gonna have to watch here tonight and make sure. If they do that, we'll cover that for you guys here tonight. But they got about a minute left here on practice, and going to take some looks around here as we're looking at Derek Pemberton. As I mentioned earlier, he was second quickest so far. John Hinchcliffe right around the pack. He's third quickest. Another Chris Jameson, 6th quickest so far. You really here, if you guys don't know, it really doesn't matter really where you qualify. You go from first to instance. So try to watch these guys that are starting in the back of the field. Or maybe some of these guys in the front to work their way to the back and maybe kind of try to stay out of the trouble here tonight. But meanwhile, welcome if you're tuning in on the Facebook, or I got the Facebook chat up here looking at you guys to make some comments or whatnot. But another thing, you guys got, these drivers have 2 fast repairs, which what means is, if you guys don't know what that means, if they get involved in a wreck, they can drive back to the pits, and then the car will be fixed, essentially bringing out a backup car during the race. But last time we were here back in May, Kyle Frame picked up the win, securing his berth into this playoffs. And while I say that, practice is over and we are getting ready to go racing here tonight. I'm gonna go over the starting lineup here for you guys here tonight. John Hinchcliffe picks up the Buzzpull Award here tonight. Casey Heschel second. Ryan Heskard starts in 3rd position. Andrew Burtz rolls off 4th. Like I said, completes 1 lap. He is into the round of 8. Chris Grandel rolls off in the 5th position. Kyle Fram, mentioned earlier, he won here back in May. Starts in 6th position. Nate Anderson finishing in 7th, or starting in 7th, excuse me. Aaron Fowler rolling off 8th. Thomas Herman rolling off 9th. Sam Nearhelm 10th. Brandon Parsons rolling off 11th. Patrick Green, watch out for him. He was the Daytona winner back in July, rolls off 12th. Kevin Strandberg rolls off 13th. Justin Everson rolls off 14th. Danny Lowe, and my add in his final race with Oval, he is moving out to North Carolina to, and he will be out of range with internet connection. So this is his final race. He rolls off 15th. Matt McLean rolls off 16th. Zachary Hale rolls off in the 17th position. Justin Levine rolls off 18th. Raymond Dormer rolls off 19th. Chris James 20th. Andrew Hawley rolls off 21st. Chuck Phillips rolls off 22nd. Derek Pemberton 23rd. Kelvin Allison 24th. Andrew Jones 25th. On provisional, Sam Warren, Aaron Taylor, and Kyle Trito rounds out the 28-car field. Those final 4 guys are on provisionals. As they're starting to make their way on the 1 parade lap they have. Pretty much what I've been saying. 250-mile race. Long way. Don't want to make any mistakes if possible. If you do, it could really make or break your championship hopes, where you have to go in next week to Kansas and win that race. But have it on the back straight away. John Hinchcliffe, winner at Dover a few weeks ago, gonna lead him to a green. Let's enter turn 3 here. You go probably about 35, 40, question is, how far can they go on fuel? They can go anywhere probably between 37 to 45 laps on fuel. That's if they want to go that far. They can come in sooner to maybe try to short pit, try to get advantage, but they will not want to do that. They're going to want to pit with their teammate, other group of cars, anywhere they can get them, any friends they can get them. Something you'll notice about this track is they come around off turn 4 here. When they get in the tri-oval, the start-finish line is not in the apex of the tri-oval. It is down towards turn 1. Lots of races have been won and lost from the center of the apex to the corner. As a pace car dives down in the pit road, John Hinchcliffe, Casey Heschel waiting to get the green flag.
Green.
And the green flag is out. Green flag is out. The Law and Order 250 is underway. See the 32 of Andrew Bird ducked down behind the 72 of Ryan Hesgard, leaving the one of Casey Heschel with no help. With the closest guard to him is Patrick Green all the way in the back. They're in like the 8th position. John Hinchcliffe will lead the first lap, and with that, Andrew Bird is locked in to the round of 8 in 2 weeks. The first 6-7 cars are single file here. That's kind of smart of them, trying to get as we get someone off in the back straightaway. Couldn't quite tell who that was. That was that was Andrew Bird down in the back straightaway on the below the yellow line. As we got battle for the lead up front. Ryan Hesgard looking to the outside of John Hinchcliffe, trying to get the lead. As just say they're 2 by 2 now. They were single file. Casey Heschel trying to get up there and help the 72. As he's going to try to look to the outside. He's going to make it 3 wide for second. And he's got the help. Patrick Green behind him. Pushing him, and that'll put Ryan Hesgard in the sucker hole. He's going to go back really quickly here. As they come around they're going to enter the tri-oval here. Still John Hinchcliffe, your leader. With Andrew Bird tucked up right behind him, Kyle Frame, and Aaron Fowler right behind them. First 4 single file, they got 3 wide. 3 rows deep here. One trying to start on the outside pole, Casey Heschel, he's falling back. I think he got no help out there as he's going to get in line here. Set the field for you so far after 5 laps. John Hinchcliffe leading, Andrew Bird second, Kyle Frame third, Aaron Fowler fourth, Ryan Hesgard fifth, Chris Kendall sixth, Justin Levine seventh, Nate Anderson eighth, Derek Bremerton ninth, and Keith Heschel 10th. Well, that's probably all going to change when we get back around here because it's Talladega in every position. Most likely will change every lap, and Speaking of Derek Pemberton, he rolled off from the 23rd position. He is sitting already up in the 9th position, so he's choosing to go up front. But meanwhile, guys like Thomas Harmon and Sam Niederhelm, guys that started up front, they made the decision to fall back. Maybe they didn't see what they're seeing up there, or just for their game strategy or race strategy here. But if you guys are wondering what those orange numbers on orange rims mean, that means those are playoff drivers and they are currently eligible for the championship. So if you're wondering, pick out your favorite driver and see how he's doing here tonight. John Hinchcliffe continuing to show the way here. Here's Andrew Bird. He's going to look to the outside for the lead. No help there, so he's going to duck back behind him. With Kyle Frame right behind him. Maybe he thought Kyle Frame was going to go with them, but decided against it. The top 8 are starting to break away from the 2x2 action here. You got a car looking to the outside. I don't know what number that is. That is the 81 of Derek Pemberton, and he has help from the 54 of Justin Levine, and with Ryan Hesker behind them, and they're making up some time on the outside. Maybe Andrew Bird, he's going to try to go with them. Will he duck out to the outside here when they're outside of Kyle Frame? Expect this 5 car of John Hinchcliffe to come up and block this run of the 81 here on the back straightaway. Will the 32 jump up? Not quite. Derek Pemberton, he's going to get a push from the 54 here going in. And he's going to try to get a run here on the 5 and 32. But still, John Hinchcliffe going to pull away here with Andrew Bird and Kyle Frame, 1, 2, 3. As Andrew Bird, he's going to jump to the outside, going to try to get that push from the 81. With the 5, he's going to try to come up and block. Not enough room. Battle for the lead, side by side. Andrew Bird going for the lead down the back straightaway. Now, if Andrew Bird can get the lead here, will he jump down in front of the 5? Not quite. He cannot clear him going into 3. Shorter way around is starting to beat them, but they're going to get that run off the outside. Now it's starting to look like that outside line is starting to stall. You got Casey Heschel back to the outside behind the 54 of Justin Levine. Andrew Bird's trying to get up there beside the 5. But still, the bottom line is where to be so far. 81 is going to give the 32 a push. Not quite on the top 3 here. Now will someone jump up in front of the 32 car to try to get even a run on these first 2? Will it be Aaron Fowler? Will he try to jump up in front of the 32? Or will it be Kyle Frame? Aaron Fowler is going to try to do it, but not enough room. Smart decision not to do that. That could have been a big wreck there, folks. I definitely want to be careful if you're pushing not to hit that either corner. But if you hit that left corner, that race is done. Your race is done. And Andrew Bird, he has the run on the outside of John Hinchcliffe. Can he complete the pass going into 3? He's getting the push from the 81 machine of Derek Pemberton. And we got a wreck.
Caution. Out. Tell us what you got when you get a chance.
And that was, I believe, the 8 machine of Patrick Green. Yes, it was. It was Patrick Green in the 8 car. Look at the replay here. Going into turn 3, the 8 car was, well, looked like the 98 car. Kind of hard to tell the 98 car just didn't turn in the corner. And 98 just got tight on the start of the corner, and he will get the EOL. But however, see the 8 car, the 88 car, the 70 car, Raymond Dormer. While Calvin Allison was trying to get slowed down, he gets stranded by the 53 of Andrew Holly. While we're under caution of the night, we'll be back with the running of the Lone Rotor 250.
Drivers, start your engines!
And welcome back, everybody, to the running of the Lone Order 250. Under caution for the first time here tonight. Chain reaction crash. Patrick Green getting spun by Brandon Parsons, collecting Raymond Dormer, Matt McLean, and Kevin Allison getting hit in the back, a little ways behind the actual caution. But I just received word that Josh Sturgill is not in this race here tonight. He came in 8th in the playoff standings. So big implications here for him. He's going to have to, only way he's going to make it now is come out next week and win. But that could open up some doors for who's sitting below the cut line. So that's something you got to keep an eye on. Some people did come in pit road under those caution. Guys that are involved in caution like Matt McLean, Patrick Green, Brandon Parsons, Andrew Jones, Kevin Strandberg is 1 lap down, and Andrew Holly's 1 lap down. Those guys came in, took fuel, tires, maybe trying to get an edge over the competition early, but Meanwhile, Angel Bird is your leader. He did take the lead when the caution came out. John Hinchcliffe is in second. Derek Pemberton sitting after starting 23rd, sitting third. Kyle Frame sitting in the 4th position. Aaron Fowler sitting in the 5th position. Chris Grandel sitting in the 6th position. Nate Anderson 7th. Sam Warren after starting in the 26th position, rolling in the 8th position. Aaron Taylor rolling in the 9th position. Danny Lowe in his final start in oval, running in the 10th position. Justin Levine, Casey Heschel, Zachary Hill, Matt McLean, Raymond Dormer, Chris James, Doug Phillips in 17th. Justin Epperson in 18th. Ryan Hesgard in 19th, one of the guys that came down pit road. Sam Niederhelm in 20th. 21st, Thomas Harmon. 22nd, we have Andrew Jones. Kyle Trito, 23rd. Calvin Allison involved in that first caution, 24th. Brandon Parsons got the EOL under that caution. He's going to roll off in the 25th position. Patrick Green, Andrew Hawley, all 1 lap down. And those only 2 cars a lap down. So we got to watch here. They're hoping for a quick caution here, but meanwhile, it looks like they're going to get the 1 to go here, and we're probably going to go racing next time by. And one thing I've been noticing is Inchbird, he is, he's cutting off the engine and saving fuel. I'm not sure why he might be doing that. Maybe he knows something I don't, but definitely an interesting strategy on his part. He's electing to take the inside line, which is what I expected him to do. The inside line gets such a good run on the start of on these restarts. So lap 15 at 94 complete here. Like I said, Andrew Bird is locked into the round of 8 with his win last week at Charlotte. He completed 1 lap here tonight. So it's interesting to see if anyone can have anything to say over Andrew Bird's dominance so far here from last week. Take a look in the let's set the field here for tonight. Andrew Bird, like I said, he's gonna roll off, restart in the 1st position. He just got the feedback. He started in the 4th position here tonight. John Hinchcliffe, Derek Pemberton, a lot of strong cars up here tonight, but it doesn't matter where you start. Like I said, you could go from first to last in an instant. So the question of the day, really, I was asked, would you want to, just ride around in the back or going right up front? It's a toss-up. Some people are going to go, well, I want to ride in the back. You're going to stay out of trouble. Not necessarily. Saw Calvin Allison. He was riding in the back, and he still got hit from behind. Meanwhile, if you're up front, you have a better chance, but anywhere is not safe. You can't be safe in one spot, but the pace car is going to drop down here. And Andrew Bird's going to bring him down to the restart zone.
Green.
And the green flag is out. Oh, we got trouble on the restart.
Caution's out.
Caution is out once again.
Really doing a great job, man. We'll keep working on this thing for you. How you doing inside there? You feeling okay?
I saw it out of the corner of my eye. It involved the 55 car from Sam Niederhelm. Looking at the replay. It just looked like, let's see, the 87 of Sam Warren, he tapped the 79 of Danny Lowe. see where Sam Muirhelm got involved here. And it was just a stack up between Chris James and the 2 of Justin Epperson. The 88 hit the 88 hit the 1, and then that just created the whole chain reaction here. Meanwhile, while under our second caution, we're going to take another break here. Get back to the running of the low and order 250, Talladega Super Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are back, running the low and under 250, and Rick Rose has finally decided to join me up here in the booth. Rick, welcome.
You know, some of us have to do the side jobs because you're the future Hall of Famer. I'm just a little peon here, so I was cleaning toilets and all that. I'm here, though.
And I mentioned earlier, Josh Churchill did not make the race here tonight. Usually he'll receive 0 points here for this race. So it's going to be huge as he sits 8th on the cut line here. So it should be interesting to see if some of these drivers will take advantage of him being gone.
Yeah, and I'm just passing word that Mr. Danny Lowe said he wants you to talk about him all night tonight.
After last week, I don't want to talk about anybody. But, yeah, I mentioned earlier, he's his final race with Oval, he's moving out of Wi-Fi connection area. So, he's leaving nothing on the table here tonight. He's just going to go for all of it. But meanwhile,
he's actually moving closer to me. So, me and Danny will be one together again.
Oh, that's cute. No, but quick recap here of what's going on here tonight. 2 cautions, 19 laps into this race. First caution involved Brandon Parsons getting into the side of Patrick Green, taking out Raymond Dormer, Kyle Trito, and Calvin Allison. Meanwhile, those cars have been repaired. They pulled out their backup cars. They get 2 backup cars here tonight, or quick repairs rather. They get 2 of those here tonight, so they've already used 1 along with Matt McLean. So, and then on the restart, there was a stack up involving Sam Niederhelm. He gets spun, and Justin Epperson gets the EOL for that caution. So, this is Talladega for you. Ain't that right, Rick?
I'll tell you what, folks, if you come here for racing, some side-by-side racing, where one little tiny error could just mess everything up, you're at the right spot.
That is true.
These guys be racing tight, and they're racing for playoffs. So we're gonna have fun.
And they're gonna come around here, and they're gonna get the 1 to go signal. So they're gonna go 2.66 miles, and another 2.5 minutes before we can go green here tonight.
I tell you what, while we got the time, everybody that is sitting in that chat room, watching us on Facebook, put in that chat room who you're rooting for. Let's see who you're going for, folks.
I'm rooting for myself. Is that not okay?
Well, we have to stay unbiased, so.
Oh man. So that means I root for you.
Oh, folks, he really likes me.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, 94 laps. Like I said, 250 miles. Hungry. Sakes. Ain't that right, Richard? No? Okay.
so
Richard's in his own world.
Debbie Frame says, duh, number 57.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to let you guys know that the reason why I'm quiet right now, I'm getting everything booted up, and I'm enjoying some sweet Bojangles seasoned fries.
Hey, want to toss some over here? You're not going to share? Oh, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't even share his food with me. Oh. That is. Anyway, never mind. Meanwhile, we're going green. This time by they're in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And we're going to try it once again to get this restart underway. And Richard, be ready, because at some point tonight I will hit you with some more trivia, see if you can get it right. And yeah, well, that's about it for you. No. Meanwhile, that pace car, he's gonna take that hard left turn once again. Pace car's down pit road. And very slowly. And the green flag is out.
That seemed to be a little premature, but what's his name?
Yeah, it seemed
John
like
Hinchcliffe.
It kind
of benefited him.
It looked like Andrew Bird kind of went a little early, then John Hinchcliffe switched lanes before the start-finish line. And now with that, the field is all spread out, single file. I'm not sure if there's going to be a call on that. Wait till word from Tommy Reed on this. He hasn't said anything at the moment.
Yeah, as you guys can see, they're mainly single file now, so they're kind of getting into the rhythm of things. They're setting back, and they're just going to let the race come to them for a little bit. It looks like we got a little bit of the outside line trying to form up.
As John Hinchcliffe. He's going to go to the outside trying to get the lead, but he's going to be all by himself.
Yeah.
And he's going to drop back to at least 7th position. Unless someone can try to jump up there and try to help him out. He's going to try to...
It's showing right now. He don't have very many friends.
No, he does not. And you do not need that.
You need that here at Talladega. You need some rest.
Yeah, and you see Derek Pemberton. He's trying to get a run on him, but no one's going to go with him. He is going to go on that side. Aaron Fowler, no, he's not going to go with them. Looked like he was going to go with them. Yeah, he was going to go with them, but then he chose not to. But there is an outside lane trying to form. Can't quite tell what number that is. Trying to get up there behind the 81. That is the 69, Nate Anderson, and he has... Can't quite tell what number that is behind him.
It's really going to start dicing, folks, and it's going to get ugly.
And he has the 54 behind
push
him.
That much. That outside line, though, if they can get some good pushers, people that have the ability to push without overdoing it, you can get that outside line going. And I love racing outside here at Talladega. I always feel like when I'm on that bottom line, I'm in a little box. With one little slip up, and you're done. They're trying to go 3 wide right now.
3 wide. You got the 16.
They are 3 wide.
He has no help out there, and he's gonna go right behind the 54.
He said, "We gots to go." Right now, your top 5 is looking like Andrew Bird, Aaron Fowler, P3 Kyle Frame, P4 John Hinchcliffe, and P5 Derek Pemberton. It's like they are all settling in right now and just kind of taking that in. They're letting the people behind them kind of see what happens.
See Derek Pemberton, the first car on the outside line, trying to get make some noise there in the 81 machine. But he is falling back.
Yeah, if you get stuck on the outside lane, you're going to get freight trained. I mean, he's going to get all the way back there. And, he tucks in. Oh, my God. That was close, folks.
That was close, and Danny Lowe is right there.
That's about that time something puckers up. As you're seeing right now, the top 10, 15 are single file. So, we're kind of just running around right now. There's a lot of race left. Yeah, the second train kind of leading up. Was trying to catch the main pack. Back with Casey Heschel, Kyle Trito, Chuck Phillips, and them.
Yeah, they're pretty much...
That's more of a game plan, I've noticed. With Casey Heschel, Patrick Green, and Kyle Trito, and all those guys. They like to hang on to the back until the last 10 laps of the race, and then they start pushing forward. So that's something you have to watch, is the people that are just hanging out.
Yeah, we already saw what that did for Calvin Allison. He was hanging back in that first caution, and he gets hit from behind by Andrew Hawley, trying to slow down for the wreck in front of him. So even if you're in the back, it can be beneficial, but it can also cost you too.
Yep. Yeah, because you have to have perfect timing with, you have to figure out when that last caution is, when it's time to start pushing. If you miss timing, you're done.
That's true, and you see the outside line, that's the 54. And the 81 is the 05. He's going to try to duck the outside as well.
Yeah, and he got somebody, Kyle Frame, going with him.
Kyle Frame's going with him as well, so...
Kyle Frame says, yeah, that seems like a great idea. Let's go.
And Andrew Bird, he's prevailing back on the bottom with the 5 car of John Hinchcliffe. But you got the 05 car. He's being pushed by Kyle.
Car loose. Car spinning.
Caution is out. What can we do to try to help it if we do get another restart?
That-
shot up.
That was the 89, Chris Grandel. Yeah, it looked like he just got loose.
Yeah, he come up into somebody. I feel bad for that.
And that does not sound good. And Derek Pemberton is involved in that one. Derek Pemberton involved in that one. Meanwhile, while we get this all sorted out, let's go and take another commercial break here. This is the round of the Law and Order 250 at Talladega.
Drivers, start your engines!
Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway, the running of the Law and Order 250. My name is Rick Little, and Rick Rose is with me. And we're under caution for the third time here tonight, involving Derek Pemberton. Get involved in that one. After, totally forget who got. After Chris Grandel got loose and came up in front of the 81. But meanwhile, we had pit stops. The top 6 stayed out. John Hinchcliffe and Andrew Bird on back. They have came down pit road. So it should be interesting to see what kind of strategy they will play now that they're deeper than what they have been so far. But Aaron Taylor starting in the 27th position. He is sitting in the first position here, Richard.
Yeah, I tell you this. I mean, we keep saying it over and over, but an accident like that, something that small on another track might just take him out or take another person out. But you look, and it collected 3 to 4 people on this one because so many cars are around, and it just when it happens so fast, and it's Talladega racing. And if I remember correctly, last year, this race was at the end of the playoffs.
Yes, it was the final race till the round of 12.
So they made a correct call by putting it in the middle, so people can recover a tiny bit, but you still got to run good here to have a chance at succeeding, and that's where the pressure lies. I mean, it's such a wild card track, but you have to make sure you do good.
Yeah, you got to make sure you do good, but you also got to make sure. I know we've been saying this. I've been saying this all night as well. You got to make sure you do good, but you have to make sure you don't get caught up in any mistakes. You personally can't make any mistakes. Such as coming down, speeding, coming down pit road, or if you're gonna take fuel only and locking up your tires and have fake tires. If you don't make mistakes and you don't get caught up in mistakes out on the racetrack and wrecks, you will, if not win the race, you will finish good. But I guarantee you, the person that doesn't make one mistake here tonight will win this race.
Yeah, the thing is, like, this is the track you also find out how many friends you have. You can't do this all by yourself.
No. Especially on restarts, that's another good indication where you have friends on the track. But also on restarts, light race restart, your friends are where you find them as well.
Mm-hmm. And Wesley Napier says he can't wait to get his stuff set up so he can join Kyle Frame next year. Tell you what, this is a great league. I don't know if you guys... Did you see the announcement that he made before last week's race? About the money being added?
That's definitely a big deal. I saw it for sure, and definitely a big deal and a big implication going on to next season. So exciting to see. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the top 5 finishers from Homestead that go to Daytona, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe
I don't want to quote myself.
Yeah, I know. If I remember correctly.
So we'll have to pull Tommy Reed and ask him about it.
Yeah, and one thing that I dislike about this trick, Richard, I don't know if you agree with me either, is the cautions. The cautions just take it feels like these caution laps just take forever because it's a big track. You only go like 60 miles an hour, and I'm sure you agree with me on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're stuck with us for like so much time because of a caution. So some of the viewers like, please no more cautions. Please no more cautions.
Stuck with me, I'll tell you this: they were stuck with me for like 20 laps, and I was dreading on and on and on. I could just tell they want to pull their hair out. Sorry, folks, I'm boring, I know.
But then I come and save the day. How you guys doing on Facebook chat? We got people rooting for number 87, number 88. I know 88's Matt McClain. We all know who Matt McClain is. He's always a front runner.
He is, and he's sitting in second position right now. Let's go and set the field for you here right now. Aaron Taylor, Matt McClain, Raymond Dermer, Brandon Parsons, Andrew Hawley, the top 5. Nate Anderson, 6th. The first car that came down pit road was John Hinchcliffe in 7th. Andrew Bird 8th. Kyle Frame, winner here earlier this year, sitting in the 9th position. Sam Warren runs at the top 10. Aaron Taylor 11th. Justin Levine 12th. Calvin Allison 13th. Daniel Lowe 14th. Casey Heschel 15th. Zachary Harrison 16th. Justin Eberson 17th. 18th, Thomas Harmon. Chris James sitting in 19th, and Sam Muirhelm runs out the top 20. Andrew Jones sitting in the 21st position. Patrick Green getting back on the lead lap row, sitting in the 22nd position. Kyle Trito 23rd, 24th, and last car on the lead lap, Chuck Phillips. Ryan Heskard 25th, 1 lap down. Chris Grendel sitting in the 26th position, also 1 lap down. 2 laps down, Derek Pemberton, and Derek Pemberton did disconnect. So, obviously, not the night Derek Pemberton was wanting, so he is out of this race, and Chris Grindel is given the EOL penalty.
And, I mean, people are wanting to come out of here with a win, so you play second,
true.
It's still one. It was like, I didn't want that, but I'm going to take it.
That is true, and if Calvin Allison, for example, if Calvin Allison wins this race here tonight, he's locked in with Andrew Bird in the round of 8 because he started the race last week.
Correct. That's all you're doing, trying to advance up to that round of 8, folks. You want to to be 8th or better by the end of next week.
That is true. We all there one to go here. The half a lap away from green flag racing here.
Half a lap, we get back to some fast action racing. I'll tell you what, folks, I'm looking forward to this because I'm going to be at Talladega Sunday. I'm going to be there.
I won't.
Me and Danny Lowe are going.
I'm jealous.
If anybody else in the chat is going to be there, let us know.
Yeah,
I'll get
well.
some autographed photos of Jake Little, and I'll take them with me to give them to you guys.
Yeah, well, him and Daniel are having a good time at Talladega. I'm stuck with adult life at work, and it blows. I'm just going to tell you that. I'd rather be at Talladega Speedway with Richard and Danny, but they're hoping, they don't want me there. They're just like, stick to broadcasting.
But as we're doing that pace car takes that left-hand turn, and the cars start creeping, starting to pack up a little bit. They're waiting for that green flag. Green flag's going up. It's getting ready. Let's just wait for it. Wait for it.
Green flag.
Green flag. As the crowd gets on their feet, the cars are hitting all those RPMs and all those shifting gears. And look at them. They're
barreling down in
back
that
in that
corner.
single file line.
One thing I noticed, Raymond Dormer, he didn't have any help in that restart. It seemed to be he was all by himself.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of spacing out right now. I mean, when you look at John Hinchcliffe, then you have, was it Nate Anderson in the middle, like all by himself?
And Nate Anderson in the 69 car.
So these guys are seeing what these wrecks do, and they're kind of just trying to stay away from all that.
As true as you're right, they are single file here.
You got a car, peeking to the outside. Number 70 of Raymond Dormer says, "You know what? I want some of this. Let's go check this out." But he doesn't have anybody helping him, so he gets back down.
I believe that's the 53 car that's behind him.
Yep.
And with that happening, here comes the rest of the pack behind him.
And that's all it takes is that one person sticking their nose out, and if somebody wants to go with them, they're like, all right, let's do this. Let's try this again.
Yeah, and you got that
top 5, 6, 7, 8, top 8 in a single file line. Then you kind of get 2 by 2 after that. So back there, they're kind of shuffling. You get to the top 8.
And you got Raymond Dormer.
7 Kyle Fran back there.
Say Raymond Dormer, he's starting to get a lot of help here. As there's more cars getting lined up on the outside than there is on the inside.
Yeah, John Hinchcliffe just trying to get up there with Kyle Frame.
As I say that, they all duck down low. As I say that, they all start to duck low.
I think they're seeing where that fast line is right now. They don't have enough to go to that top line. You need a solid 4 or 5 cars to get it going.
What I've noticed is, the beginning of a run, the low line is, without a doubt, the low line is the place to be. But as the run gets on, the run gets quicker, it gets longer, that outside line starts coming into effect. So, that's one thing. If we get a longer flag run here, let's see if we can get that outside line working.
And that's what you're seeing right now. The 5 cars, they're up there.
And Raymond Dormer.
Let's see if my little theory works. Raymond Dormer's going to lead that charge.
Look at that.
5 cars, which is what I said he needed to get that thing going.
Look at that. Andrew Hawley right behind him with Calvin Allison up in that line as well.
Get a straight line and get that draft going, folks. You will see that.
And he's going to try to use some side draft on the 69 car.
Yes, where is that? John Hinchcliffe jumps out in front of him.
I think that's a better thing. John Hinchcliffe, not saying Raymond Dormer wasn't fast, but John Hinchcliffe, he's had a fast car. He can pull you to the front.
And Kyle Frame sitting back there like, hey, man, what's going on? I was helping you, and now you left me. Yeah, they got to tighten up that top row, though. I mean, they got the 2 cars that have let out with Randy Dormer and John Hinchcliffe. Then you got the 3 to 4 that are back behind them that kind of need to come up. You're not going to see much movement until they get up
there. They're making ground. They're up in the 3rd position now.
There you go. See? You got the cars. The cars are now caught up. You have 2 lines, folks. This is where you're going to see some racing. You're going to see a lot of side drafting. But you have to be careful. This is where the big one happens.
That is true, and that's one thing you do not want to be involved in. One little slip, and
yeah, that's all it takes. One impatient person.
Yeah, that is.
You see how fast John Hinchcliffe went to the front on that outside lane. That's why I love this lane in Talladega.
As he's still fighting back. He's fighting with the 88 car. They're side by side. And now the 24, he has the option to jump up in front of the 5, but he still sticks right down to the bottom.
They're able to put somebody right in the middle of that whole pack. 53 was almost put in the middle by Andrew Bird. And Andrew Bird isn't going to put him in the middle. He says, you know what, I'm not going to wait for you anymore. We're just going to go around you. As they're 3 wide, Kyle Frame, Andrew Bird on the outside.
Andrew Bird. Andrew Bird, he has help from Calvin Allison right behind him. It seems like that 53 machine seems like they can't keep speed or what, but Andrew Bird that's definitely slowing up that 32 machine of Andrew Bird.
Yeah, it's just weird how Andrew Bird cannot get around him yet. The number 53 looks slow, and that's because he's not getting the help he needs. But Andrew Hawley just looks like he couldn't go anywhere. But you see the patience, the professionalism of Andrew Bird. I mean, any other track, he's been known to move people, but here you can't.
Yeah, if you move someone, yeah. You know, if you move someone, you're going with them. No question about it.
Calvin Allison running back there. He's kind of catching up with that group with Aaron Fowler. You have the number 1, Casey Heschel, is also caught up to the main group. He's back there running.
A lot
of strong contenders sitting there in the top 15, folks.
And now it's kind of looking like that as look at the 24. Oh boy, what's going on? 70 Raymond Dormer, they're 3 wide.
Yeah, they're see, this is where impatient comes in. People are getting impatient. They want to lead a lap, and they're pushing the cars to the limits, which, I mean, that's what they're trained to do. But it causes the big one. You have to watch out for that.
You know, they were just about 4 wide going into turn 1. And, you know, you get that 32 machine of Andrew Bird. He's behind, though, the 5 machine of John Hinchcliffe.
You have to trust that person in the middle going the outside. It takes a lot of trust. There's one slip up and you guys are all done. 53 into the wall. Oh, collects 3 people.
Upside down.
Flipping down.
What are you doing there, homeboy?
God, folks. He hit that wall hard. That could have been a lot worse. Who was involved?
While we find that out, let's go and take a break here. We're in the Lone Order 250 at Talladega Silver Speedway. Stay with us.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are back here at the Low and Order 250 at Talladega Speedway after a big wreck, and that's what we were talking about. It happens quick, and when it happens, it collects people. How many people did that collect there, Jake Little?
It affected about 4 cars. Justin Epperson, Andrew Hawley. By the way, Justin Epperson did flip a few times. He is okay. Got word from the official he is okay. Danny Lowe was also involved, so it happens quick. One car 53 got on the wall, and that just collected everyone that was in its way. So,
see, now I'm being shown Danny Lowe in the top 5. We'll see. We'll see after it all updates. But I want to say a huge welcome to Luke in the chat room. Luke was one of our winners last week of the Simple Man game calls. He won the trivia. One of them, we gave 3 of them away. But welcome back this week. Says it's good to see all 3 of his friends following each other on the bottom of the line.
yeah, as we get the 2 to go signal here. So you're stuck with us for another 6 minutes. So, Richard, what do you think so far from what you've seen, these 20 laps you've seen, what do you think so far of this race?
So it looks like, these people, the first 5-6 laps, they get in single file lines, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna play nice, and then all of a sudden somebody says, no, and then next thing you know, they're 3 wide and wrecking. So, I mean, they just have to lay low. They're not even they're almost halfway through the race. Like here, 3 laps? They're to the halfway point. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they're just gonna start laying low. Don't push so much, and if they can, get that outside lane going, but don't take crap 3 wide. So they have proven time and time again they cannot race 3 wide. So
very well said.
I mean, even when I was racing in this league and I would see somebody going 3 wide, I was like, nope, I was off the throttle. I was like, not me.
Oh, but yeah, Danny Lowe has scored on the 19th position. So, Andrew Hawley sitting in the 20th position, and
yep, it does. Okay. So it updated.
So John Hinchcliffe, your new leader. Andrew Bird sitting in 3rd. Sam Warren having a good run here tonight, sitting in the 3rd position. Matt McLean 4th. Justin Levine 5th. Zachary Hale, Casey Heschel, Aaron Taylor, Calvin Allison, and Brandon Parsons rounds out your top 10. Kyle Framson in the 11th position, Nate Anderson, Aaron Fowler, Andrew Jones, Chris James the top 15, Patrick Green, Thomas Harmon, Sam Niederhelm, Danny Lowe, and Andrew Hawley rounds out the top 20. Kyle Trito, Chris Grandel, Chuck Phillips, Raymond Dormer, the 24th, and Justin Epperson's already in his already in his backup car, sitting at 25th, 1 lap down. Ryan Hesker, 26th, 1 lap down. And Derek Bremerton, who wrecked out earlier, is retired 15 laps down.
Yeah, and it's so for people that haven't been watching long, entering this race, you get, I think, do you have one fast repair for this race?
You have 2 fast repairs for this one.
2 fast repairs, and that's what happens if you're involved in a wreck, like Justin Epperson, where you go flipping down the trial. You go into the pits, you use the fast repair. What that does is it repairs your car back to brand new. So none of that 5-minute crap that you see on TV. We do it right here. We give you a second and third chance.
That is for sure.
But I would like to see a 5-minute clock.
That would be
when
interesting.
I'm not involved. When I'm not involved.
Because you know you're already gonna be. Because you know you're gonna be involved in the first wreck anyway, right, Richard?
I am a accident magnet. I could be like at this track. They could be like 3/4 of a lap in front of me. A car would wreck. It would flip all the way through the infield, over all the RVs, come over the back wall, and still hit me. So that's just how it works for me. But that's why I'm up here in the booth with you.
Yep. I had my one chance at racing Kentucky earlier this season. I was still involved in a wreck, running top 5, and I was involved in a wreck. It's okay.
But
I am too.
I love me some Talladega racing. Did I mention I'm going to be there Sunday?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
We're rubbing it in.
Did I mention I was going to be in field?
Okay, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. I mean, have fun. Hope you don't actually know. Hope you don't have a good time. Hope Danny Lowe has a good time.
I'm going there to see history be made. One or two things needs to happen. Chase Elliott gets his first win, or Junior wins. I will take one of those two. And Kyle Busch wrecking. So.
Well, hope it happens. And the pace car is going to dive down here. We're going to get the green flag here momentarily.
As we're back to oval racing. Best day of racing on Tuesday nights. Grabs that green flag.
Green flag.
He's looking. Green flag's out. Everybody tries to get back up to speed. You know, it gets pretty crazy right here. This is where people start dicing and trying to get down to that bottom line and trying to establish their position. But number 24, Aaron Taylor, looks like he's going to get freight trained all the way to the back.
Classic Talladega.
He'll end up in 9th place before it's all said and done, which isn't terribly bad.
No, not bad considering it's Talladega. And they're trying to go side by side already.
I'm telling you, they're starting to push now. They're at the halfway mark, hitting this start and finish line, folks. This is where we're going to start seeing people start to push it. This is where you're just going to have to endure the madness. You got Justin Levine pushing. 62 is Zachary Hale. We got that outside lane going, folks.
We got Andrew Bird on the outside. I believe that is Andrew Bird. He's going to go for the lead. Got Sam Warren. He's pushing the 5.
Andrew Bird said, you know what? I've been back here long enough. I want that lead. This is my race. You guys got to beat me. And he just drops right down and says, all right, let's do this.
He's going to try to block both lanes here, and I don't know if that's going to be a good idea.
Yeah, that's where it gets dicey when you start blocking, folks. Because you block that guy that's behind you, and if he does not let up, oh.
You're going for a ride.
Something, yeah, you did something of that rear fender.
Sam Warren, he did not lift. He pushed John Hinchcliffe into that corner.
Yeah, and Hinchcliffe is loving that.
And Andrew Bird, he's going to fall back to the 4th position. Meanwhile, he still has Zachary Hale behind him. Casey Heschel, he's getting back in the pitch here, trying to get up behind the 88 Matt McLean.
And Casey Heschel, he's proven his worth at these super speedways. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye out. I mean, he's got that Mountain Dew car. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew, folks. He's ready to go.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I love
This is
Mountain
trying to push the 3 wide now. Oh, this is where it starts to pucker, folks.
Dew. Oh, they were close. That's Calvin Ellison. He's trying to make his way back up in there as well.
Yeah, Calvin Allison's hooked up with Casey Heschel. They can get something going here. They're not getting much space, but if they can get that little bit of space, they can shoot to that second lane and go.
Calvin Ellison, remember last week, he came oh so close to winning, hit the wall, and let it slip away from him while Andrew Bird got that win. He's trying to get redemption here tonight.
Exactly. This
is
title redemption for him.
He's trying to get it. He's trying to get his win and lock himself in to the round of 8.
But we can't fail to mention Matt McLean is pushing Sam Warren. Folks, we got some exciting racing happening up front here. Casey Heschel is up in that second lane. He's going to be going for that first position. He's going to make a push towards the front.
I mean, while I was talking, I didn't even...
Matt McLean goes down low. Puts Sam Warren into the middle. They are 3 wide going down the backstretch.
This is not going to be good.
Oh, God. Hold your breath, folks. Hold your breath. As Casey Heschel gets that point.
Wow.
He drops down inside lane. We are back to 2 wide, folks. That got real dicey. That could have been bad.
Well, all that was happening, I didn't even...
Andrew Bird now linking up on the top. They got to get Calvin Ellison and the other 2 behind him to get going.
Didn't even, talking about all this, didn't even think to look. I didn't even notice Sam Warren was in the lead. That's just how quick things happen here.
Yeah, I mean, we seen Casey in 4th. Then he was up on the top lane, and now he's in 1st. So that's how quick it. I mean, you look at Sam Warren now. He's trying to find that opening. I mean, these guys, they're. Oh God, it's gonna get bad.
I remember. Casey Heschel? He picked up his first win of the season.
It was career in Oval.
His first career win in Oval back in Chicagoland after running in the 6th position. Went from 6th to the lead in the cross.
Yep.
And now look at him. He's leading up here at Talladega. As Sam Warren, he's going to try to look to the outside.
These guys, what you're seeing here is they're getting impatient. They're looking anywhere and everywhere for that extra room. I hope they calm it down. You've still got, 40 laps to go. 42 laps to go, so you don't want to end anything. You don't want to end your day prematurely because...
No, you don't.
And that is true.
That's Casey Heschel. He's playing defense here. Like I said, I don't think I like that. Cover up to cover 1 lane, and then the bottom line's going to get a run, and I don't. He's staying down on the bottom here. Sam Warren
is all.
Sam Warren. He wants to get to the outside. He wants to get this lead back.
Yeah, he's looking for it. He's just. Oh, he just needs to sit back there. You just got to hope that John Hinchcliffe and Andrew Bird and Calvin Ellison do not get a run.
As Casey Heschel
top the block,
and he's blocking.
That was a power
3
move.
wide. So I didn't know how I liked that, but it all sorted itself out.
Yeah, it did. I mean, it was a power move. It could have ended badly, but Andrew Bird let up. That could have ended worse. As Matt McLean jumps to the outside in front of Andrew Bird. Casey says, nope. We got some heavy blocking going on, folks. And I tell you what, if you could see inside their car right now, I bet you they are white-knuckling it.
That is.
I mean, what's his Sam Warren needs to watch going underneath that yellow line. He keeps looking underneath there. That is a quick way to end your day if you pass underneath that yellow line.
That is true. You do not want to do that. But if I remember correctly, if you get below the yellow line, but you don't advance your position and blend back in, then you don't get a penalty, correct?
You don't get a penalty. You cannot advance your position underneath that yellow line.
And now that 32 machine, he is backing up. Not how
he's not getting help. Like I said, you need at least 4 or 5 cars to get that top lane going. If Kyle Frame and John Hinchcliffe would jump up, it'd be a power lane. But you see how they're wanting to stay down in that bottom lane. And they're coming up to lap traffic. That is another scary moment because you never know where that lap car is going to go. So you're already communicating with them to let them know, hey, you need to make your mind up where you're going to be so we can go the other way.
And Kyle Frame, he jumped up the outside with Andrew Bird. He's going to try to go for the lead here. Now, Sam Warren, will he jump up in front of the 57, or will the 1 try to block like he's been doing? And the 87...
Casey's noticing how quick that bottom lane is right now. When he'll notice that high lane will get going, and Sam Warren's back underneath the yellow line.
He's got to be careful with that.
I think Casey is expressing his displeasure with Sam Warren right now.
Yeah. Look at how much time he lost. Look how much ground he gave up to that 57, allowed that 57 to close in. So every time he does that, he is giving up precious, position on the track. But the 32, he is just all over the 57.
Casey's in the middle now. 57. As they're ganging up on Casey Heschel. Oh, contact! They saved it. John, he comes up and helps Casey a little bit. So it keeps him in that top spots, the top 5 right now. But this is where it can get dicey.
Will the 57, will he drop down from the 87, or will he try to stay up there with the 32? I don't know. I think he should have jumped down in front of the 87. Now he's going to get passed by the 87 and the 88 possibly.
Yeah, well, you got Kyle Frame now that's running up there, and he's got some help. So you got this lap car, and this is the moment where you hope that lap car stays where he needs to be.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor, that is. They get through there.
So right now, your top 5 is P1, Sam Warren, Kyle Frame, Matt McLean sitting P3, Andrew Bird P4, and Justin Levine P5. So we have some power hitters up there, folks. Aaron Burrell says, "Go Kyle, caution is out." What happened?
That's the 42 car of Chris James. Off the bumper of, I believe it was a 72.
Oh, it's that Bush car.
That was 72, just spun, just got into the back of the Chris James machine. And while we're getting this field sorted out here, we're going to take another caution break here. Stay tuned. We're running from the Low Order 250 at Talladega Service Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are back here at the Law and Order 250 at Talladega Motor Speedway, presented by Simple Man Game Calls. You guys weren't here last week. You missed one heck of a good time. We gave out 3 calls live on air. So make sure you guys go check out simplemancalls.com. Order you a call. Use the code OVAL. You get 10% off. Also check out Simple Man Game Calls Facebook page and give them a like. Anyways, Kyle, or Jake Little, what you thinking?
You know, that's exactly all that I expect here tonight. Obviously, starts off single file, getting some side-by-side racing here. I expected a lot more, early on, a lot more kind of like give and take here, but they're kind of showing their strength here tonight. Seeing what their cars can and cannot do for the finish. Now we got a new leader. We got Raymond Dormer up in the lead with Danny Lowe running in the second position. So definitely a lot of change going around here. So like I said, anybody can win it.
Yeah, and we're gonna have 33 laps to go when they cross the finish line on this one. So it's coming up to the point where it's gonna have to. It's time.
It's go time.
Get off the pot.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think you can hear that. No, never mind. Anyway, set the field for you here. Yeah, as I said, the top 2, Raymond Dormer, Danny Lowe, Andrew Hawley, Kyle Frame, Matt McLean, the top 5. Andrew Bird sitting in the 6th position, Sam Morin, Calvin Allison, Nate Anderson, and Casey Heschel rounds out the top 10. Justin Levine, Aaron Fowler, Zachary Hill, John Hinchcliffe back in the 14th position. Brandon Parsons, Patrick Green, Thomas Harmon, Kyle Trito, Cindy Helm, Chris Grandel, the top 20. 21st, Andrew Jones, Ryan Hesgard, Chris James rounds out the 23 car field. That's 23 cars that are on the lead lap. Justin Eberson, last car, 1 lap down, is 24th. Meanwhile, Chuck Phillips looks like he retired from the race. Aaron Taylor, 26th, 3 laps down. So a lot of, definitely shook up. As now, Raymond Dormer, he's looking to get a win. So should be interesting here. So it looks like next time by they're gonna get the 1 to go here. So Richard, we just talked about, it's go time. You can't wait. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen that one thing we always see in Talladega races. Do you think we're going to see it here in these last remaining 30 laps?
I'm
not going to say it.
Yeah. I would like to say we would, but, you don't want to see it. You want to see these guys finish off strong.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen.
As we did get the 1 to go here, lights are on top of the pace car once again. And we're going to go racing once again, as we're going to have 31 laps to go here at Talladega Law and Order 250. So, Raymond Dormer, not in the playoffs, was eliminated after Dover. Needing that win at Dover, came up short. Came up four positions short. And now leaving nothing on the table. He has nothing to lose here tonight. You can just go for it all. You can take risks like some of these guys cannot take.
I think at this point, you're going to have to risk. To win here, just you have to make it happen.
Yeah. The top running playoff driver is a Kyle Frame machine in 4th position, but that can all change too. So, pace car into turn 3 here. Remember, as I've been saying all night, races have been won and lost in the tri-oval. So, will we see that last lap pass into the tri-oval? Who knows?
Yeah. it's gonna get dicey. It's when you get down to the last 2 or 3 laps, it's gonna be good. So stick around, folks.
Pace cars down.
Green flag.
And the green flag is out.
Flag's out. As Raymond Dormer takes the lead coming out of here. It looks like everybody got a good start in this one, which is great. You're gonna have that top line that's gonna be running now. You're gonna be coming up to 30 laps to go, so still got time for everything to develop, but you're running out of time now.
Yeah, Danny Lowe, as you just said, he's going to take the lead on the outside here with Kyle Frame pushing him.
You're trying to push it.
But Raymond Dormer, he's looking back to the inside. He's going to take the lead once again, pushing by Andrew Hawley in the 53.
Low up there.
So
running in
Raymond Dormer led that lap.
And Kyle Frame pushing Danny Lowe with Andrew Bird behind them. Danny Lowe's like, you know what? This is my last race. I'm coming up to the front. We're going to have some fun. He's also sitting in his car saying, if that Jake Little talks about me this week, we're going to have some fighting.
That is true. And, you know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, as I mentioned before we had this restart, Raymond Dormer, he's one of the guys that, you know, have nothing to lose. Andrew Hawley has nothing to lose. Danny Lowe has nothing to lose. But the guys that do have something to lose is the machines of, you know, Matt McLean and Sam Warren and all these playoff drivers. I don't know. I think they're just they're waiting for the right time, but the laps are winding down quickly, and it's becoming closer for go time. As Andrew Hawley, he's going to jump up to the outside in front of Danny Lowe. He's going to go for the lead.
Yeah, something we got to watch, too, is that number 87 is Sam Warren. He just looks like he's having a problem in that backstretch stand away from that yellow line. And that could cause something big.
That could.
All it takes is him getting down in there and somebody getting a run and coming up on top of him and him coming back up. And it's just, you see it all too often on high racing, especially. And then a fight breaks out of whose fault it was. It gets ugly.
That is true. That outside line is starting to back up here. They're trying to get it built back up with Andrew Bird on the outside. John Inchcliffe moved down the inside. But it's Raymond Dormer leading with Matt McLean second. Nate Anderson sitting in he's sitting in the fourth position, but Sam Warren, he's sitting in the third position. Oh, I got someone in the wall. I think that was Andrew Hawley that just... Yeah, that was Andrew Hawley that just got into the wall.
Into the
wall again, and there's a
car spinning. That's all it takes. You got 3-4 cars
Caution,
through the infield.
caution.
That's all it takes.
It's all on you, man. It's all on you. You make the call here.
Was involved.
So look at back text here. '53.
I don't know how much damage he took.
The 69 car, Nate Anderson. He comes up to try to get in front of the 53 and puts the 53 into the wall in turns 3 and 4. So the initial contact, before the caution came out, the initial incident was caused by the 69 coming up. I don't know if he just got loose, but definitely the 69 came up and hit the 53 machine.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
He just plainly came up like he wasn't there.
And Danny Lowe was trying to avoid that car that was in the wall and happened to catch the number 72, and chaos ensued. The thing is, it doesn't look like there's much damage, because Danny Lowe did a great job keeping it off the wall. I mean, he was all over pit lane. He was all over down the front stretch. So he's going to have a little bit of rear quarter panel damage. But other than that, I think it's going to be good. And while we're getting this all sorted out, folks, we're going to go ahead and take another break. We'll be back here live. It's a Law and Order 250 presented by Superman Game Calls at Talladega Motor Speedway. We'll be back.
Drivers, start your engines!
We are back here at the Law and Order 250 presented by Superman Game Call. After we are getting ready to come off our what number caution is this? Number 6.
6.
Number 6. So, and as you can tell, folks, there was chaos everywhere. The words coming down from management, Danny Lowe, the number 79 is getting his going away president in form of an EOL. So.
You wanna
Too soon.
that was that was kind of, I don't know how I feel
Folks
about
that
that.
don't know, it's Danny Lowe's last race at Oval. Anyways, folks, we are gonna have 25 laps to go here soon, so we're coming up there. We're gonna make this happen. Just stick around with us.
Sooner or later, we'll have it.
Sooner or later, it'll happen.
Oh, excuse me. A cough came out of
I
nowhere.
mentioned I'm gonna be at this track Sunday. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, you mentioned it like 5 times already, Richard.
I'm so excited, folks.
Quit rubbing it in. I've always want to go to Talladega.
Kansas Speedway coming up next week, folks. That's a fun track to watch. I love Kansas. I used to live right around Kansas Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, these cautions are so long that it's just like, we're just going to let it ride out. It looks like the pace car lights are off. Now they get ready to turn off.
Yeah.
One more lap around, and we'll be going back to the green with the Low and Order 250 here. You guys, make sure to check out that podcast, that show. It is a phenomenal show that's hosted by Danny Lowe. Why it's the Low and Order? Get it? It is a phenomenal podcast. Great guests, all kinds of different topics. I would highly recommend you add it to your podcast. Listen.
And we actually just got the 2 to go this time.
Folks, you're stuck with us for 2 more laps. Danny Lowe was given the EOL.
Yeah, that's true. And you want me to see if I can dial up Danny Lowe in his final race here?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Hey, Danny Lowe, Jake Little, Yellow Flag TV, but you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
And it's your final race, oval. You're running 18th. That are being caused in that final caution, that last caution. Walk us through how your race is going here tonight. Wow, and what happened on that last caution there.
The race has been going pretty good for me. I found some people I can run with. Been up at the front, been in the back, been in the middle, been wrecked. That last one, I was just trying to avoid the 53. Someone put him in the wall, and I hit the brakes early to avoid that wreck. And then everyone came around me, and people were avoiding that wreck, and I just couldn't lock it up fast enough and went across someone's nose. Kept it off the wall, so I was able to pull it in and back here in the very back. But I think I can get back up there again. I have nothing to lose, so I guarantee you I'm going up there.
That's something I was talking about earlier, where you, obviously, your last race, you have nothing to lose, not leaving anything on the table, going for that final win here tonight. Good luck, and hopefully be talking to you in victory lane.
Appreciate it, guys.
That was the one and only Danny Lowe, making his final appearance here tonight. Just talking about how his car is. Looks like we were starting in the 18th position here. And we're going to get the 1 to go signal here. So, well, it's going to set the field for you going with the 1 to go. Raymond Dormer, Matt McLean, Justin Levine, Sam Warren. Sam Warren, John Hinchcliffe, Kyle Frame, Aaron Fowler, Brandon Parsons, Keith C. Heschel, Zachary Hill, top 10. Calvin Ellison, Kyle Trito, Patrick Green, Chris Crandell, Andrew Jones, Nate Anderson, Chris James, Ryan Hesgard, Sam Niederholm, and Thomas Harmon rounds out the top 20. Andrew Bird is all the way back in the 21st position. 22nd, Danny Lowe. 23rd and last car on the lead lap is Justin Epperson. Andrew Hawley sitting 24th. And Aaron Taylor, last car running in 25th position. Halfway down the back straightaway, and we are going to get the green flag with 23 laps to go. Let's see if we can make those last 23 laps clean and green to the checkered flag, which that's a lot to be asking them, but Talladega, anything can happen.
Yep.
So
going into turn 3. Everybody's buckling in right now.
These turns are just so long that it just feels like when you're on these pace laps, it feels like you're in that turn forever.
This track and Pocono,
For sure.
It seems like those caution laps take forever, and they will suck the life out of you.
Pace car down pit road once again. Raymond Dormer with Matt McLean on the front row. Sam Warren and Justin Levine. They're getting ready to get the green flag one more time here tonight. And Sam Warren's like, come on, let's go. As Sam Warren, before the green flag even dropped, was pushing the 70 car. He was like, come on, buddy, let's go. And that does not leave enough room for the 80 and Matt McLean to drop down. Someone jump up in front of the 88 is 88. He's kind of doing work on his own. He's side drafting and gaining some ground. As Casey Heschel being pushed by Calvin Allison, they're trying to get up there and help the 88. As I said, they dropped down low.
Yep, and you got Sam Warren running up there in that second spot right now.
They're the 88.
Casey Heschel.
He's not giving up.
Peek up there. Yeah,
Casey Heschel.
He's going to peek in right behind Matt McLean, and they're going to try to get that top lane going. I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be hard with only 3 cars.
If Kyle Frame, if he can get up there, he might work with that outside line. But they're starting and slowly gaining a little bit of time. But yeah, I agree with you. They're going to need at least 2 to 3 more cars to get that outside line working.
Yeah, that's what I said that earlier. That you have to have at least 4 to 5 cars to get that outside lane to where it is computable.
That's true. Is you know what we haven't done in a while, Richard?
Oh God. Told each other how much we appreciated each other.
Yeah, but not that. No, the in-car cockpit cam. We haven't not done that in a while. Let's go and take a look inside of Danny Lowe's car. He is using our visor cam here at Talladega this week. As he
not mind the screaming, he is kind of scared, folks. Because that whole race just sits there and screams.
Yeah, that too. As the 5 of John Hinchcliffe, he's up there in the mix now. He jumped up in front of the 88. Then 54. Now you got 4 cars on the outside, 5 cars on the outside, 3 cars on the inside. Now this outside line is going to get going. The inside line is going to start backing up. Here comes John Hinchcliffe with Matt McLean looking for the race lead as he gets it.
Yeah, that top lane's going now. I mean, John Hinchcliffe.
Oh, contact!
Oh,
the record. Raymond Dormer's involved. Sam Warren.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars involved. 7. Oh,
hey man, your mic sounds like it's a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
That is what she said. Gets out of control quick. Oh my God.
You know what? Let's go and take a commercial break. We're going to get this all sorted out. Who was involved? Who wasn't involved? What playoff drivers were in? We'll get back to the running of the Lone Order 250 at Talladega Speedway. Stay with us.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Oval Racing Series. You're listening to Kevin, the co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com. You can catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com, where me and my co-host, Molly Spence, we cover all topics from paranormal, true crime, alternate history, healing, spirituality. I mean, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, we try to cover the gamut of all things. You can listen to us again live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the race and see if my car, driven by Danny Lowe, is winning.
Drivers, start your engines!
And welcome back to the running of the Low in Order 250 at Talladega Super Speedway. And folks, you just missed it. The big one happened here not too long ago. And all the cars that were involved were the 54, the 98 machine, the 87, the 70 of Raymond Dromer, 28 Calvin Allison, 42 Chris James, 64 Andrew Jones, 69 Nate Anderson, 08 Kyle Trito, Chris Grandel got a little bit of damage, and so as well got a little damage was Casey Heschel on the 1. So we had been talking about it all night. There was the big one right there.
Yeah, and you asked when it was going to happen, or if it was going to happen. Yeah, it'll happen. Let's see. You'll listen to me next time.
Hey, I didn't doubt it at all. I knew it was going to happen, just a matter of when. And, laps running down. Laps running down. It's impatient. People are just getting impatient.
It might happen again. We still have what? How many laps to go? 15?
Less than 20 to go. And I am getting word.
16 laps to go, so.
17 laps to go. And I'm getting word from Tommy Reed, in an exception of Andrew Bird, who obviously is already locked in. All other 11 playoff drivers have made it both the first and second race this week and last week. So if any of those other drivers win tonight, they will be locked in. Well,
That's
you're
the way
thinking,
to do
duh. I'm thinking, duh. Won't they already be locked in if they win? Not necessarily. You have to make 2 of the 3 races here to be locked into the next round. So, example, if Angel Bird, like he won last week, and if he didn't make these next 2 races, he would be out. So, since all the other 11 playoff drivers made it last week and this week, if one of them wins tonight, they are locked in. And the 88 Matt McLean, he is looking to do so right now.
Make it that round of 8.
Yeah, if he wins, he's in to the round of 8. As they got the 2 to green.
Well, we got the 2 to green. I gotta say this, that I seen somebody joined watching, and I don't know if he's still watching or not, but Nick Payne, I seen him post something the other day, I think it was yesterday, where he actually raced against Tony Stewart on iRacing, and he beat him. So I just want to say congratulations to Nick Payne. But going back to the racing, yes, Matt McLean is in the lead.
It is not easy to beat one of the NASCAR's great drivers, and he certainly did that one. As Kyle Trito disconnects from the server, so he'll no longer have the chance to get that big W at Talladega. He is done for the night.
Yeah, as we have some Matt McLean fans showing up. They're saying that he's in the lead right now. Kyle Warner says, "Woo, 3 for Dale." Devin Bayer says 88 for Dale. He's referring to Matt McLean out there. Matt McLean is going to take the inside lane, folks.
And we are going to come around and get that 1 to go signal here. As Danny, so any of those 21 cars can win this race. Sam Warren, he's in the 21st position. He can win this race. Meanwhile, as I was going to say, Danny Lowe restarted 22nd. That last caution, that last restart, he is up to the 11th position. So watch out for Danny Lowe. He is coming.
Yeah, Bruce McLean says hammer down number 88. Kyle Warren says more like the 88 for Matt. We got the Matt McLean fans showing up right now to show their support. We're going to have, 15 laps to go?
Yes.
And they're going to get the 1 to go, I believe.
Right now, then we're going to get 14 to go at the green flag.
Lights are off, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Kind of hard to tell sometimes. So one more time around, we'll be getting back to it with 15 laps to go. Folks, this is where it's going to get crazy.
It will get crazy, and you know what they say, cautions breed caution. So I can almost guarantee you we are not done with cautions.
Kyle Warner says, Sunshine, it's time for you to park it. It's past your bedtime. I don't know who Sunshine is, but it's past your bedtime, Sunshine.
And our very own Raymond Dormer has joined watching the live broadcast.
Yes, they are going down the backstretch. You all make sure you share this. Give it a like. Tell everybody about it. Because next week, we're coming back from Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas.
You know what the best thing about Kansas Motor Speedway is?
What's that,
You
Richard?
know what's off of turn 2?
The Hollywood Casino.
Hollywood Casino. That place has thousands of dollars from me.
Knock yourself out.
They got the turn 2 lounge in there, though. You can sit in there during the race day. You're only allowed to sit in there for like 15 to 20 minutes each dinner. Or if somebody doesn't buy it out. But you're sitting right over turn 2. It's pretty neat to see. So that is next week. That is Kansas Motor Speedway. Love me some Kansas.
You might find me in the casino eating some free food.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, you might see me at Talladega this weekend. So, but anyways,
You
we're gonna
in
get back to
Talladega.
this one. Pace car takes that hard left turn in, and these cars start to bunch up as they're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting
And waiting more. Green flag.
and waiting. Green flag's out. Matt McLean takes off. That is the longest time from that pace car drop into the green flag that you'll probably see all year round. Oh, Kyle Frame says, you ain't coming down here. Patrick Green, sorry. Nope.
Like, sorry, you had your chance.
As Patrick Green's going to drop back to the 5th position, and then he'll drop in line.
It's a single file now, but they probably won't see single file for long.
Oh, no. We all know that ain't going to happen. In a couple laps, they'll probably be 4 or 5 wide. It is going to get crazy because these guys are racing for a championship. Especially Matt McLean. He's up there trying to hold this thing down. Then you have people up there that aren't even racing for the championship, but they're into the mix, like Ryan Hesgard. This guy has been a contender in every race he's been around. He can make it to the end. He is somebody you got to watch out for.
Yeah, don't forget, he won New Hampshire earlier in the playoffs, so he can get it done.
You got another guy lurking right behind him in that number, Patrick Green. He is no pushover, folks.
Winner at Daytona earlier this year.
But right in front of them is Kyle Frame. Travis Schmidt says, here comes the number 72, boogity, boogity, boogity. We got a Ryan Hesgard fan in here. Ryan Hesgard is running 4th right now. But with Kyle Frame and Aaron Fowler running 3, 2 respectively, they're not pushovers either. So you got a whole quandary of people that can win this race at any given moment. As you have a car that's actually running to the outside now.
That's Danny Lowe.
Danny Lowe says, you know what? We got to get this out. Like 12 laps to go.
You know,
and
now...
Say, no, sorry, Danny, but you got to go to the back of the line. They come across the start-finish line. It'll be 11 laps to go, folks. I'm surprised we still have that single file line all the way back to P11, it looks like.
As you say that...
Oh, and there's the move. There's the move coming from Calvin Allison. And it looked like John Hinchcliffe, didn't it?
It is John Hinchcliffe. They're looking at the outside, but they're not going to get anywhere. They're going to duck back down in line.
And that's just going to bring up the second pack of racers. And now they have people behind them that if they want to go out to that outside lane, they can get something going. They want to get that choo-choo.
And there they go. John Hinchcliffe looking back to the outside because we have 10 laps to go.
And this is where folks are going to start getting dicey.
See, we have the 5, we have the 28, 69, and the 1 on the outside.
Folks, that outside line gets going, they're going to have some of the contenders coming up further back. Something Matt McLean and all of them are going to have to watch in their rear view mirror for.
It's Danny Lowe and Calvin Allison almost made contact, but they...
Car spinning, infield. No caution yet. It
was the 89 machine.
Single car accident, no caution.
Chris
we
Brendel.
are still going, folks. We have that top line trying to get established.
It's the 32s out there now.
Oh, they're gonna let Matt. They're gonna let Matt McLean.
There goes Aaron.
Everybody
Paul
goes high except him. And Matt McLean says, "Wait, no! He tried."
But you got Andrew Bird up there.
Michael Redding comes in, previous winner in this series, and he says, "Come on, Matt, get that W."
Yeah, I don't know. I got the producer talking in my ears saying there's a lot of crazy moves going on out there. And no, I think they're more than crazy.
It's gonna get dicey, folks. This is what you come to see. You come to see some last-minute action, racing for the playoffs. They win. They're in.
And it's true, as we're at 9 to go. No more suspensions, but the EOLs are still in effect here.
Now, one comes on, it says, "Let the 88 spotter know that Matt better be at practice tomorrow." Oh, it's Ryan Heskard. Heskard gets a little loose. Leaves Patrick Green out to dry, but he drops back down.
But
Man,
yeah,
that could have gotten ugly fast. Folks, we have, 7 laps to go.
it is getting dicey.
2 by 2, 4 back. Aaron Fowler, Kyle Frame, top line.
And they are coming up to a slower car, and that is the 89 of Chris Grendel. Now, this could play a factor in if he can stay high all the way to the wall. True, as a 32 and the 8 almost made contact.
They said if that number 88 wins, they're celebrating a practice tomorrow. Come on, number 88. They're all rooting for you.
Now, Chris Grendel, he's going to be in the way, but I don't know why he's not getting down on the apron, as it looks like he will.
That is a scary moment. I mean, that's just, even with a car on the apron, you just hope they don't lose it. As Matt
Big
McLean is
crash.
throwing the ball.
Caution.
Caution is out. That might end the race, folks. Matt McLean might have just gotten to one. He might have just gotten to win.
64 of Andrew Jones around. I don't. It'll be close.
We'll
No,
have
you
to see
got-
how this all
You
works
got
out.
6 to go.
5 laps. Yeah, 6 laps to go. When they cross the finish line, it'll
Coming
be 5 to
to
go.
5. Oh, it'll be close.
We might get a 1 lap shootout.
Might get 1 lap. That is true.
If we get a 1 lap, oh Lord, folks, oh, please.
And if this,
Exactly. That's all we can say, folks. We are speechless. We don't know what's going on yet, but I tell you what, we're gonna get it figured out. We're gonna take a commercial break. We will be back here at the Law and Order 250, presented by Simple Man Game Calls here at Talladega. Stay tuned, folks.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin, co-host of The Buzz on ztalkradio.com, and you can catch me and my co-host Molly Spence live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central. We talk about all topics, be it paranormal, cryptozoology, aliens, UFOs, abductions, oh good lord, we cover it all, even the occasional conspiracy theory. Again, catch me live every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central on ztalkradio.com.
Drivers, start your engines!
And we are back here at the Law and Order 250 presented by Simple Man Game Calls. You guys, make sure to go check out simplemancalls.com. Order yourself a call. Use the code OVAL. You get 10% off. Luke is in chat. Luke won a call last week. You ask him when he receives his. I bet you he's going to say it's the best call he's ever put in his mouth. Anyways, folks, it looks like we're going to have a one-lap shootout. Maybe a two-lap. A green, white, checkered would be great. But anyways, you come to see racing. You come to see action, it's going to happen right here. How you feeling, Jake?
Good, because we just got the 2 to green. One lap
we have 2 laps.
shootout. I don't like this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this.
There's a lot of stress on this kid. Matt McLean, hold that bottom lane and keep the charge to win the race. Because right now, I mean,
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If he wins, he's locked in to the round of 8. If Kyle Fram wins
party
this,
tomorrow at practice.
Yeah. I wish I could come, but, you know, I got an off day tomorrow. I could come to practice. Woo! No, but I'm saying if he wins, he's in, you know, Kyle Frame, John Hinchcliffe, Angel Bird. Well, Angel Bird's already locked in. Kelvin Allison. Any of these playoff drivers, if they win, they're locked in. So they can go into Kansas with all the stress and off their back and going to Kansas relieved.
Well, Brandon Lee Dalton says 42. Christopher James, the Magic Man, deserves his spot. Let's see him in it. Shoot it out one lap.
Chris James is going to be starting in the 17th position.
Yeah, it's all anything's possible. Anything is possible at this moment. I mean, Casey Heschel proved that in Chicago. Folks, now's the time to go grab you some water. Get your seat ready.
I got
We're
my
having a shootout.
I got my raspberry flavored water here. Let's do this, but we still got one more lap.
Let's do it. Who do you think's gonna win, Jake? Do it. Give me a name.
Danny Lowe.
Oh, you were going with Danny Lowe, which is gonna be restarting in the 10th spot.
Hey, anything can happen.
Tell you what, my boy Kyle Frame's gonna pull this one out. He's gonna come back, and he is gonna get that win. Kyle Frame from the 4th or 5th position is gonna get the win.
Well, you
Who
got
do
the one to
guys
go.
In chat, throw it in there. The virtual pressure is on. Who do you think is gonna win, guys? Put your name in that chat. Let's get it going. I know we have some Matt McLean fans. I know we have Christopher James fans. I know we have Ryan Hesgar fans. I even see Casey Heschel, Patrick Green, Kyle Trito fans. Calvin Allison. Andrew Bird. Danny Lowe. Aaron Fowler and Kyle Frame bring the team home. Team win home for LDR. tell you what, now is the time. They're coming down the backstretch. These guys are getting ready to go because when they get this green flag, they will have one lap.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I know this is just a simulation, not real, but those closing laps felt like a real race. My heart was starting to, I was starting to get adrenaline pumping, and actually, I thought it was, a real race going on. So that's a good feeling.
Yeah, and they're saying Chris ain't gonna shoot for the W. He's gonna strategically lock his progression. Okay, yeah, and that's good. You always want to look at this race, so maybe he's gonna do that. I mean, he is. He's sitting back there. Let it come to him type deal. Gotta play it smart at this track. It is the wild card track.
That is true. Like he's been saying all night, anything can happen.
And they said number 53 from the back, Andrew Hawley.
Oh, it's Talladega. Anything can happen.
Folks.
It's coming.
We're getting ready to go. One lap. Low and order 250. Simple man game calls. You come to see racing, by God, you're going to get some racing, folks. As that cars are creeping. Flagman's got the green flag in his hand. It starts to go up in the air, folks. As the green flag starts to wave, Matt McLean takes off. Gets a little bit of separation, but you do not want to be sitting out that far. You are a sitting duck.
Yeah, you don't want to get too far out. Now that
as
outside
they go into
line,
turn one.
That outside line may get a run, but he's going to try to play defense here. That's what he has to do. Yeah, and that's what he's doing.
Man,
here
comes got ugly.
Here comes Ryan Hesgard on the outside. Aaron Fowler back to the inside. Aaron Fowler wants to go to the outside. He does, but he has no room to do so. Matt McLean trying to hold everyone off. He's playing defense. He's in the middle. Aaron Fowler goes low.
As they go into turn 3, Matt McLean still got the point. Coming out of turn 4. You see the flag man grabbing the checker flag. Aaron Fowler goes to look to the outside.
Oh, here comes Aaron Fowler's there. He has a run.
Oh, folks. Oh, they're wrecking. They are wrecking. Oh, my God.
Aaron Fowler won this race.
Folks, we just got the controversial finish of the season. I don't even know what to say, folks.
That's Aaron Fowler's first win of his career.
He's showing as the winner. 0-5, Aaron Fowler. Right now showing as the winner.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay right now.
Bringing the win in for LDR, Aaron.
Yeah, Patrick Green. Patrick Green's going below the yellow. He makes slick contact, but instead of trying to back
to beat Timmy. I mean Tommy, not Timmy.
Who's Timmy?
Tommy is. Well, Timmy's a long story.
Wow, we're trying to get everything figured out here.
It's going to be a controversial call. The number 8 did go below the yellow line, which we are seeing it in the in-car video. Clearly below the yellow line, and collected the leader at the time.
Oh, yeah, that's all figured out. The winner, Aaron Fowler, burns it down. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll get back with the post-race interview.
Drivers, start your engines!
And welcome back, everybody. We just concluded the running of the Law & Order 250, and what a controversial finish we've had. Aaron Fowler picks up his first career win after there was contact between the 8 and 88 coming to the checkered. Meanwhile, I am going to get word with the top 3 finishers. Thomas Harmon, Jake Little, and the old flag too, but we got a copy.
It's in for him here.
You come in with a top 3 finish here tonight. Walk us through your race here tonight.
Wanted to hang out in the back for the first half, and then I thought they were still kind of rowdy towards the middle of the race, so I decided to hang back until about 25-30 to go and make my push then. Fortunately, we were there at the end.
Yeah, that was a good run here tonight. Now, that was another thing I was going to ask. If you were thinking about just riding out back, trying to avoid the issues, but it kind of looked like if you stayed out back, you were kind of, caught up in everything that happened out back.
Well, I only got involved in one of them, and that's when I started pushing up into the pack. I managed to avoid everything in the back. I just would pit so I could drop to the back.
Good run here tonight. Do you have anyone you want to thank here tonight? Sponsors, shout-outs?
Yeah, thanks to sponsors, Simple Man Game Calls, The Buzz, Andrews Paint, Law & Order, guys in STR for working with me today.
All right, man. Good job on the 3rd place finish here. See you next week at Kansas. That was our third.
Sounds good. See you there.
3rd place finisher, Thomas Harmon, and now I'm standing by with 2nd place finisher, Ryan Heskard. Ryan Heskard, Jake Little, yellow flag too. But you got a copy?
Loud and clear, buddy. Go ahead.
Keeping with a 2nd place finish here tonight. Oh, so close. Begin another win this season. Walk us through your run here tonight.
It's pretty crazy, to be honest. I started 3rd. I wanted to get to the back early. I couldn't do it. Got pinned on the high side, and we were running. Finally had our first caution. I finally pitted, went back. I don't remember if it was it might have been our 2nd caution after that. I made a mistake, and I pitted under a closed pit. Got myself a 15-second hold under green. So I went a lap down, and it took me a long, long time to get that back. And then I got into the, I believe it was the 42. Gave myself a EUL penalty, but somehow I got a lucky dog out of that. I don't know how I got that, but I'll take it. Got our lap back, and then we were involved in 2 wrecks. And finally made it through one, got ourselves in a good position, and had that final restart. And I thought we had a pretty good game plan worked out, but McLean did a pretty good job of blocking me, and that kind of got interesting there, and I just got lucky with those guys going sideways across the finish line. So
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about that incident early on, but what a good recovery here tonight. Come away in P2. Any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, we got to thank Simple Man Game Calls, putting on a good show. The Buzz Pole Award, like to compete for that every week. Andrew Paints, Yellow Flag TV, of course. We love that you guys broadcast these for everybody to watch. And then I'd like to say big thank you to Mr. Lowe for doing all he does, and we're going to miss him. Got to thank the S2R race team. Always big group of friends. We help each other out a lot. We're all friendly, but we are all very competitive, especially when we're racing each other. So with that, I think that's all my sponsors for the night. Once again, big thanks to Danny for doing all that he does.
Yeah, that is for sure. He definitely done a lot for this league, and once again, good job on your second place finish, and see you next week at Kansas.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I am now making my way over to Andrew Payne's victory lane with the winner, Aaron Fowler. Aaron Fowler, jiggle on the yellow flag too, but you got a copy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's up, man?
You had a good run. You won here tonight, but in a good controversial finish. But before I get into that, walk us through your run here tonight.
Well, the goal coming in was to, stay up front and, try to be there for the end. And, I mean, we couldn't have been in a, more perfect situation. But overall, it was decent. I didn't fall way too far back. But, I mean, I was just trying to do all I could, to be honest.
Definitely watch you go from the front to the back and obviously back up to the front. Now walk us through what you saw on that finish and give us your take on it.
Well, as soon as I shot up, try to get near Matt, I seen the 8 dip below him, and, I didn't think he was, too far up to where they were going to touch. So, I thought Matt McLean was going to win that race, and, it was going to be a awesome finish for sure. But, I mean, I'm not glad that somebody gets wrecked out and, out of the win, but, I'm happy to take home the win.
Right. And do you have, once again, congrats on your win. Do you have any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, I want to give a shout-out to, Danny Lowe. Without him, none of this would be possible. Buzzpole, you guys, Yellow Flag, I mean, you guys do a great job. My personal sponsors, all right, my team, Lazy Day, sorry. My personal sponsors, Technic, Mantech, there's several others here. I'm sorry, I'm just, winded.
That's all right. Once again, good job here tonight on your win. See you next week at Kansas.
Take it easy.
All right, now I'm going to stand by with the driver of the 88 machine, Matt McLean. Matt McLean, Jake Linnell, yellow flag too, but you got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Obviously not the outcome you hoped for tonight, but before I get into that, walk us through your run here tonight leading up to that final lap.
Well, we had a really fast car all night. I tried to stay in the top 10, top 5 for the majority of the race. Didn't really want to push my luck too much. And we ended up finding ourselves in the lead late, which, I had a fast car, I felt like.
I just, I really try hard to give everybody respect and not do stupid stuff. And it's one thing if you're forced below the line, which I don't think, personally I don't think I forced them below the line, but, you know, you don't have to come back up after passing me to wreck me. So, I mean, he said no one got hurt to shut up about it, so he probably should watch himself next week, because I'm done being the nice guy and getting taken out. So I appreciate everybody for standing up, but I'm just done with it.
Very well said, and that actually covered my second point on the wreck part. But before I let you go, do you have any sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, most importantly, I want to give a shout-out to the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all the breast cancer survivors and everybody who's fighting. Keep on fighting and doing what you're doing. I have mad respect for all of you. I'd like to thank TPM Enterprises. Also, I'd like to thank Sam Warren, Aaron Taylor, Andrew Bird for helping me out, sticking up for me, Brandon Parsons. They're awesome. What can I say? So we'll just move on to next week and see what happens.
All right, and nonetheless, you come out with a fifth place finish tonight. Obviously, not what you were hoping for right there, but once again, you get a top 5, and good job, and see you next week at Kansas.
Yeah, absolutely. See you guys then.
All right, now I'm making my way over to the 8 machine of Patrick Green. Patrick Green, Jake Little, Yellow Flag TV, with you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
You come away with a 8th place finish here tonight. Walk us through your run here leading up to that last lap incident there with the 88.
To come to the green, and he had a good run on the high side, and I could see that we weren't getting any help up there, and I hated to leave him out there, but I did, and as I went down, McLean made a really aggressive block up high, and it just bunched everybody up real hard, and I stayed down low, and I should have stood up there with Ryan, but coming to the tri-oval there, they really flared out, as you can see on the replay, and yeah, I mean, in the tri-oval, I saw the door was wide open. I mean, there's a lane and a half wide open there, and I had the run, and they were side by side up there. I had the run, and you know, last lap, you know, checkered flags waving, ain't gonna lift. You know, nobody's gonna lift. Any real racer is not gonna lift right there, and if they say that they would, then they're lying. But yeah, I mean, the door's shut, and he came down, and some guys were saying I should have just hooked him in the left rear off the get-go. I wasn't trying to wreck anybody, but it just, the room got tighter and tighter, and there we went around. So I know why he's mad. That's fine. I ain't mad at nobody. You know, I understand what he had to do, but you got to understand what I got to do, and you also have to understand I'm not running for a championship, and nobody, you know, it's for the win. Talladega, it's supposed to be expected there.
Well, you definitely had a good car here tonight. Definitely going from the front to the back up to the front. But do you have any last minute thanks for sponsors or shout outs you want to give here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Simple Man Game Calls. Y'all do a good job at helping the league out, and it's grown a lot. And I thank you guys at Yellow Flag TV for putting on a good broadcast. And thank Tommy for all the crap he's going to put up with, and I apologize in advance for all the hate mail you're about to get.
All right, good job here tonight, coming with an 8th place finish. See you next week at Kansas.
Thanks, buddy.
Now, for his last interview with Yellow Flag TV, I'm finding my way with Danny Lowe. Danny Lowe, Jake Little, Yellow Flag TV booth. You got a copy?
Sure do, but what's going on?
You definitely had a fast hot rod here tonight. Although coming up short, you did, however, get a top 10 finish out of this deal in your final start in oval. How much does this mean to you in order, to be not only to compete, but in order to be up there leading laps, riding good, and to be able to get a good solid top 10 finish out of your final start?
Definitely feels good to at least be on the top 10. I mean, I haven't placed well very much throughout the season, different reasons, but tonight I was searching the whole damn race to run with Casey in the number 1 car, and I finally got him. And it was our last couple of laps, and I saw all that coming up, and so I jumped up behind Calvin up to the top lane, hoping that we could just miss it and get some extra spots there. But I'll take a top 10 to finish my time here with oval, and it was a fun race, that's for sure. Got the leader, get up there in the front and none of the back, and it was fun.
Yeah, that's definitely a fun race to watch. Like you said, it was a fun race to be in. But now that you're going on to, moving on, but good run here tonight. Any sponsors or shout outs you wanna give to?
Yeah, for sure. Being the marketing director, I mean, I thank all the sponsors, the ones that y'all have talked to and seen, definitely all the sponsors that are coming up that have not had a race shown yet. Thank Tommy for bringing me in and trusting me to put this stuff together and help him out and get some of these sponsors in. Simple Man Game Calls, they stepped out on a limb. They took a chance with a second-year racing league on iRacing, and they've done amazing things for us, and hopefully they'll stay with us and keep going. Z-Talk Radio, myself, there's Z-Talk Radio, The Buzz on Z-Talk Radio, Roll and Order on Z-Talk Radio. They've done amazing things for me. They're actually paying sponsors and helped me get what I need to do this with Sturgill and my teammates and the drivers. I mean, I can't. This league isn't anything without these drivers, and they get heated and they get pissy with each other, but they still come out here and they run great races. And these are some of the best guys that I've ever seen on iRacing, and I enjoyed it. And I truly enjoy this racing, this league. Hopefully someday when I'm moving, they'll bring internet out to me, and I'll get to run some more races here and there. But in the meantime, I'll be watching y'all's broadcasts on YouTube and just enjoying it as a fan now.
All right, man, once again, I'm sure I can speak with everyone from Yellow Flag TV booth, the Yellow Flag TV, and pretty much, people here. You did a lot of things here, especially when Tommy stepped out. Thank you for everything you've done for this league, and hope to hopefully see you in the future sometime.
All right, guys. Good luck. Enjoy the rest of the season. I'll be watching and commenting.
That was Danny Lowe finishing up his time here at Oval. Richard, any comments with the McLean and Green incident?
2 words. 2 simple words. Shots fired!
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can it be Tuesday already? Can it be Tuesday next week? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go to Kansas right now. Let's get this crap settled. But anyways, now, controversial finish. But you're going to have to expect that at a super speedway. Did he go below the yellow line? Yes. Was he forced? Who knows? Was he going for the win? Yes. Hey, I've done it. You've done it. Anybody else on iRacing has done it. If you say you haven't, you're a freaking liar. But yes, it's going to happen. So.
Let's go over the final finishing results here, and I have the long-awaited point standings.
Go ahead and get the points. I mean, the standing. I already closed it all down. So.
All right, Aaron Fowler, as you just spoke to him not too long ago, picking up his first career win. Ryan Hesgard second, Thomas Hartman third, John Hinchcliffe fourth, Matt McLean fifth, Andrew Bird sixth, Kyle Frame finishing seventh, Patrick Green eighth, Calvin Allison ninth, Danny Lowe 10th, we just spoke to him, Brandon Parsons finishing 11th, Justin Levine finishing 12th, Justin Emerson 13th, Andrew Jones 14th, Sam Niederhelm 15th, Nick Anderson 16th, Sam Warren finishing 17th, Andrew Hawley finishing in 19th, 18th rather for Andrew Hawley. Finishing 19th is Chris James, Casey Heschel finishing 20th, last car on the lead lap. Chris Grandel finishing 21st, Raymond Domer finishing 22nd, Aaron Taylor 23rd, Zachary Hale finishing 24th, Kyle Truto 25th, Chuck Phillips 26th, and Derek Pemberton rounding out the 27 car field. And this is how the points are laid out here going into Kansas next week. We already know Andrew Bird is locked in to the round of 8 because he had won back at Charlotte last weekend and he competed here tonight. So he's the only one that is guaranteed in next round. John Hinchcliffe sitting in the second in points. Calvin Allison third, Kyle Frame fourth, Matt McLean fifth, Sam Warren sixth, Chris James seventh, and Sam Niederhelm eighth. And then in the bottom four we have Aaron Taylor, Andrew Jones, Chuck Phillips, and Josh Sturgill. Now Sam Niederhelm and Aaron Taylor are separated by 5 points. And then you got Andrew Jones, which is 6 points out. Chuck Phillips, 12 points out. And Josh Sturgill, at this point.
Josh is almost he needs to win.
He is in a must-win situation.
He's going to have to win at Kansas.
He's going to have to win at Kansas.
The other one we're looking at is the number 88, Matt McLean. He's already told Patrick Green he better watch it next week. He's out for blood next week. Is he going to ruin his playoff spot to get back? That's what we'll have to watch.
I don't think he needs to. I don't know. I kind of look at it this way.
Patrick Green get him. Patrick Green's like, hey, you made all these threats. I'm coming off. That's something we're gonna have to watch out for.
Yeah, I kind of look at it this way, Rick. Back in 2015, between two drivers, one driver took the other driver out in the playoffs. Then the other driver got up for rent, ruined their playoffs. They're not both playoff drivers, but we could very well see, redemption or payback. So I don't think Matt McLean is going to go out of his way to destroy his playoff chances. If he wasn't in the playoffs, okay, maybe he will look out for redemption. But I think Matt McLean needs to play it smart. He needs to go out for this championship. He needs to worry about making it into the round of 8, then making it to the Final 4 going into Homestead. That's what he needs to be worrying about right now. He doesn't need to be worrying about getting redemption on Patrick Green.
Well, there's another thing that's kind of looming over, and we kind of obviously in this, but 79 of Danny Lowe, he's done a lot for this league.
Yes.
And for him to be hanging the boots up, it says a lot. I mean, it was a tough call on his part. He said I know he's gonna miss it, but we're gonna have to bring him in every once in a while. So I'll find a way, even if I gotta go to his house hotspot. But yeah, we got Kansas next week, folks. The last race of round of 12. We have some people out there that are gonna have to win to get in. Some people out there looking for blood. And we have a guy out there that he's not even in, and he's like, you know what, let's do it. So we're gonna have to see how that all plays out, folks. Next week, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, as we stream live from Kansas City, Missouri. I think it's Kansas City, Kansas. I don't know. They're separated by a river. It is one of those two. It's either KCK or KC Mo. We're gonna get it figured out before next week, folks. But any final thoughts before we send everybody off?
I don't have anything unless you have something, Richard.
And that is all, folks. We'll see you all next week, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. Remember to go check out SimpleManCalls.com. Use the code OVAL. Get 10% off. Go give them a like on their page, Simple Man Game Calls. You guys, we'll see you next week. This is Rick and Jake signing off. Toodaloo!
Down on pull out a lot of